Israel strikes eastern Rafah as U.S. warns a major assault could halt arms. Ceasefire talks make some headway, but no deal, say Egyptian security sources. Hamas delegation leave Cairo for consultations in Doha. Rafah residents fear a full invasion. Israeli minister says Israel will do what is needed to achieve war aims. Cairo/Rafah, Gaza Strip/Washington, May 9, Reuters. Israeli tanks and warplanes bombarded areas of Rafah on Thursday, Palestinian residents said, after U.S. President Joe Biden vowed to withhold weapons from Israel if its forces launch a major invasion of the southern Gaza city. As ceasefire talks continued in Cairo, Palestinian militant groups Hamas and Islamic Jihad said their fighters fired anti-tank rockets and mortars at Israeli tanks massed on the eastern outskirts of the city. Residents and medics in Rafah, the biggest urban area in Gaza not yet overrun by Israeli ground forces, said an Israeli attack by a mosque killed at least 3 people and wounded others in the eastern Brazil neighborhood. Video footage from the scene showed the minaret lying in the rubble, 2 bodies wrapped in blankets and a wounded man being carried away. On the city's eastern edge, residents said a helicopter opened fire, while drones hovered above houses in several areas, some close to rooftops. Israel says Hamas militants are hiding in Rafah, where the population has been swelled by hundreds of thousands of Gazans seeking refuge from bombardments elsewhere in the coastal enclave, and it needs to eliminate them for its own security. One of the displaced, Mohammed Abdurrahman, said he feared the Israeli bombardments presaged an invasion of the city. It reminds me of what happened before Israeli tanks stormed our residential areas in Gaza City. Heavy bombardment usually allows tanks to roll towards places they intend to invade, the 42-year-old told Reuters via a messaging app. Ceasefire talks in Egypt's capital made some headway but no deal was reached, according to 2 Egyptian security sources. Over the past few hours, we've been adjusting and adding and deleting points based on consultations with both sides, one of the sources said. The Hamas delegation left for Doha for consultations, blaming Israel for the lack of agreement so far. Biden, who says Israel has not produced a convincing plan to safeguard civilians in Rafah, issued his starkest warning yet against a full-ground